This is Fano from Hour with the Wolfpack, and this is my segment, Stepping Out of Babylon. It is day 82. Today's date is April 12th, 2016. Today I did the normal diet, and then, went to the store. Got kombucha. Oh shit! And then made a little steak. And then I think I had a pear and an orange, and then I had a kefir smoothie. And I made a tea, and then I had my nighttime diet. So today, well, I mean, I've been noticing, I've been having like this bad like eczema outbreak for like the last, I don't know, I'd say it's been like 2 weeks. And at first it started on this like scab that like turned into like a wound. And from there, there's like all this eczema around it. And I also had like this weird patch on my hand or on my wrist. Then anyway, it's been noticing like there was a bunch of like eczema like on my foot and my other hand. So I looked it up, and I guess there's just like a name for eczema on your hand and your feet. And then they're like, well, it could be due to stress. It could be due to diet and everything. And at first I was like, man, I hadn't had like a bad eczema outbreak since like when I was like 17 or something. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's pretty unusual because I'm pretty much on a kind of clean diet. I didn't have to, when I was thinking about it, I didn't really remember anything that I've been adding to my diet that make me break out. I think it's like, man, maybe it's like stress, because pretty much like stress trumps all diet things. Like in theory, supposedly, as long as you're like super duper happy, I'm not saying you can almost eat anything, but you could eat, like, you can get by to see like the bare minimum stuff and be pretty healthy. Like stress does cause a toll on your body. Like when you stress out, supposedly like your whole body shuts down and your immune system stops working. So like even if you had a super clean diet and you're getting stressed out all the time, you pretty much can't work right. So first I was thinking like, man, maybe I got stressed out about some things that happened the last few weeks, and I don't know. But then I was talking to my brother, and I was thinking about like things that I've been eating that was extra, and he's taking a nutrition class or becoming a nutritionist or whatever, but reading his book on what they said eczema is, and pretty much they were just saying like, well, it could be dairy, nuts, stress, yada yada yada. And like from what I know, eczema, like dry skin and all that shit, it's basically your body's like so poisonous that it's detoxing through your skin. So in a way, it's like pretty bad to get a lot of skin diseases, but it's a way that your body does it from not getting sick. So, oh man. So I was really like thinking like, man, what is this stress? You know, maybe it's stress. I haven't really like, meditated that much, and maybe this diet's been stressing me out. So I was going through like the normal things, and then I realized The only new thing I've been buying a lot of was that nut and seed butter, which I get at Costco. And then I really thought about it. I was like, yeah, like I went through like probably, I'm not gonna say I went through about a jar of it a week, but maybe at least a jar of it every 2 weeks. I know for sure in the last few weeks I bought 2 jars and I ran through it, finished it yesterday. So I bought all these apples. I really like apples and like I really like peanut butter, but I heard peanut butter or peanuts are not really good for you. So I pretty much, I mean, I normally stick to almonds and like almond butter, but it's like really expensive to get like the raw almond butter. But then I really had, I don't know, I never really, almonds don't make me feel that bad. Then I was getting cashew butter. And then I would get then I bought at a point like the nut and seed butter, the normal kind. Anyways, I've been buying this nut and seed butter for like probably like the last month or so, I would say. And I've been eating like a lot of it because it's just really good. And I might just really only like the cashews in there and stuff because it has like 8 or 9 things. And I totally wasn't thinking about it, but when you're getting a lot of nuts and seeds and stuff, you kind of have to get a clean source. So it might just be their source or where they get their nuts and seeds. And what I'm trying to say is I'm probably having an allergic reaction towards that stuff, even though it's not like hardcore. But it's definitely, I'm eating too much of it and it's causing it's toxifying me. I'm getting rid of it through my skin. So anyways, that's my best bet. So I finished the thing yesterday, so I'm pretty much not going to buy it. I'm just going to see if this goes away within 5 days or so. Pretty much should, because it's like the only thing I added into my diet in the last few weeks or more. And I've been eating a lot of it versus just maybe like a spoonful or something like once every few weeks or so. If I had to bet my pennies on it, I would say it's probably that. Especially since nuts and stuff can cause eczema. And I mean, what it has in it is, I think it's like jungle peanuts, which I eat, but I buy it from a certain place. Like, it's a good version of it. It has almonds, which almonds are, if they're not raw, it's pretty much pointless. I don't know if everything in there is raw either. I think it's just organic, like non-GMO, but it's really not much anyways. And there's like hazelnut, which, I don't know, I might be allergic to that maybe. I think there's like pumpkin seeds, which I always have, so I always get the raw pumpkin seeds. So that might be the thing. It might be that this stuff might be like cooked. Or it might just be eating like peanut butter in general. It's just pretty concentrated amounts of nuts and stuff. So, I mean, I'm more guessing that one of the nuts in there I'm probably allergic to. Maybe it's hazelnuts. I don't know. I mean, I had almond before by themselves, and I don't really get that much side effects. I had cashew butter by itself, pumpkin seed. So I don't know. It might just be that actual brand, but it's still only a guess at the moment. I'm just gonna cut it out completely and see if it goes away. I really can't think about anything else I've been doing that would affect it, and especially since a lot of stuff online. Like, I was thinking it was dairy, but I was like, nah, I don't think so, because I always kind of had kefir and raw eggs a lot. Never really had an issue with that. So that's why with your body, just it's kind of like a trial and error. You just gotta see what works with you. That's why I always say like try new things, give it a few weeks, see how your body reacts towards it. I mean, I don't even know if it is the nut and seed butter, but it's the only thing I can think about that I've been eating a lot of. And I have been buying a lot more than I normally buy. Like, I would normally buy one of those things and it'll last me a while. I only have like a tablespoon, but I've been eating like a lot each day when I have like my apples and shit. So that's probably it, I'm guessing. So anyways, on to like that, and this is Fano from An Hour with the Wolf Pack. And this is my segment, Stepping Out of Babylon. This is day 82. Today's date is April 12th, 2016. I hope everyone lives with love and compassion, because if you don't love yourself, then you can't love anybody else.